into a new season of comedy, and a woman's place is in the House of Commons.
You know, whenever I see a donkey with its hind leg talked off, I always think of you.
And whenever I see a mouth with a foot in it, you invariably spring to me.
Maureen Lipman stars in A Bud Face.
When I say be back at 2:30, I mean be back at 2:30 and not 2:25.
Watch out, there's a creepy crawly about.
There's a cockroach on the floor by the swap rack. Over there, on the floor.
Sheila, what are you going to do?
What do you think I'm going to do? Oh!
Rick Mail returns as MP Alan Bastard.
There's dirty money around and I want my share. Bribe.
How much?
£1.50.
No expense spared in a new season of comedy here on Granada.
And more comedy next with Dennis Norden.
Beaverbrook's style. Beaverbrook's choice. Beaverbrook's quality. Beaverbrook's gold, that precious touch.
Hey! Got the money in my pocket. Got the time on my hands. Got the notion, got to listen to a rock and roll band. Got the money in my pocket. Now it's time to spend my pay.
It's the clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the genuine article.
Paris by Yves Saint Laurent.
And all because the lady loves Cadbury's milk tray.
Haven't you gone yet?
Are you trying to get rid of me?
No, of course not.
You're up to something. I can tell. Come on, out with it.
I'm making a Nescafe commercial.
On your own? But we always do them together.
Not this one, Richard.
Why not?
It's about those precious moments when everyone's gone out for the day, and I can enjoy my Nescafe in peace.
Oh, can't we both enjoy it?
No.
Nescafe. Coffee at its best. Couldn't I just stay for the bean shake?
You're gonna curl their hair. You're gonna make them stare. Nobody can compare. No one would even dare.
Bender!
You're coming round the bend. You've got a message to send. You're gonna curl your hair. You're gonna make them stare.
Bender!
Heat them, twist them, curl your hair, make them stare. Benders only from Clairol.
On Sunday at 8:15, George Cole stars as a long-serving butler.
We can't afford to keep this place on. We're giving it to the nation.
Oh, what about me?
Well, the nation doesn't want you, though.
Where can a retired butler go?
Green Pastures is a residential home for the active.
elderly.
But not everyone's glad to see him.
Frankly, I'm not sure that he's quite suitable.
A tough new beginning for George Cole in Life After Life, Sunday at 8:15 on Granada.
Very funny film at 9:25 tonight. Nick Nolte, Bette Midler and Richard Dreyfuss are down and out in Beverly Hills. And talking about laughter, this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dennis Norden.
Hello, and were you as surprised as I was to learn London Weekend at 21? I don't know, they just seem older somehow to me. Anyway, they've had a smashing birthday so far. Beautiful card from the BBC. And a book token from Channel 4. And perhaps most heartwarming of all, there's been a whole clutch of congratulatory programmes in their honour. Admittedly, they were all made by LWT themselves, but it's the thought that counts. And the thought behind this one is to offer you a reminder of the great laughter makers who've come your way via London Weekend. So let's begin this exercise in what you might call scraping the top of the barrel by recalling what must be at least a semi-precious jewel in the company's crown, their Audience With series of programmes. Now, they've only made 8 of these so far, the first of them back in 1980, featuring that unpretentious homebody Dame Edna Everage. Then, subsequently, they were built round the likes of these folk.
Does your television treat you like you're 4 years of age? Now, here's the weather. Country where you live. And this is a wee cloud. I really feel brassed off when they do that. They stick clouds and lightning on the board. You don't need to do that. I know what a cloud looks like. Just tell me, I'll understand.
So it was always full of that kind of thing. We had a sergeant, aged 28, who had not a tooth in his head, and therefore everything folded out like that. And the new teeth had been ordered from the Army Dental Corps in 1937, I think, and they had not yet arrived. I mention this for a very definite purpose, because he was a terrible man, and he watched you writing home, and he watched parcels arrive, and we used to come in and say, any cake? And you'd say, no. Once you got wise to this, you said, no, I've got some toffee.
I have to tell you, I felt a little while ago that I hadn't made enough sacrifices somehow because I've been given so much. What have I given? I often think, that's why I'm here, for heaven's sake. But I thought, what have I given for the conservation of energy, for example? I thought, I've given nothing. I've done nothing to conserve energy. And then it hit me.